Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave. The situation is intensifying. Last night the Warriors secured a significant victory over the Suns, which has greatly impacted their playoff prospects due to some unexpected events around the league. The following analysis examines the Warriors' chances of reaching third place and the uncertain direction this intense Western Conference race could take. It's a real whirlwind, and calculations and strategies are key to understanding the potential positioning of the team. The Warriors' victory over the Suns was impressive, with a result of 133-95, showcasing exactly the kind of performance needed against an opponent that is struggling. The absence of a key player turned into an advantage, enabling important achievements that contribute to building a strong momentum. A highlight of the game was the opportunity for the reserves to play through the entire final quarter. A key player stood out, once again scoring 25 points, which symbolized a remarkable comeback after a frustrating performance in which he scored only 3 points. It's refreshing to see this athlete back at his best, contributing significantly with 25 points and 9 rebounds, which was quite impressive. Additionally, he recorded 6 assists, showcasing an overall exceptional performance, even though he played only 26 minutes, which is quite relevant. He continues to impress since his return from a back injury sustained in a game against a league team a few weeks ago. In this period, he has been remarkable, averaging 19 points per game, scoring 22 points in the last match in just 22 minutes. His efficiency is stunning, with 4 out of 6 three-point attempts and 4 out of 4 free throws, delivering yet another impressive performance. He has proven to be a key player, with an average of 19 points per game during this brief period, once again reaching 22 points the previous night in just 22 minutes. His efficiency stands out. 4 out of 6 three-point shots and 4 out of 4 free throws highlight another exceptional performance. He has been a real revelation, filling the scoring gap that was expected to be covered. Other players have also stood out, with one in particular maintaining a streak of several games with more than 20 points. Another player has also been standing out for a while. This is common. This is how a deep team alternates its scoring, and it's acceptable since we were winning while playing quality team basketball. It's worth noting the number of players who participated in the last game. 14 players had the chance to take the floor due to a significant win, and it was clear from the start of the first quarter that this would be a game with a big advantage, with the team leading the opponent 37-24, allowing only 19 points in the second quarter. Therefore, it was a night where the more experienced players could rest considerably. It was excellent to see an athlete who has been a starter for this team always bringing energy and being a dunking threat. Now, can he contribute more in other aspects at this moment? No. Can he play as an interior defender now? No. Does he make some mistakes? Yes, but that's acceptable. We saw why he is part of the roster, as he is an exceptional finisher near the basket. It was truly exciting to see him in action, scoring 13 points and grabbing 8 rebounds in just 19 minutes. This is the production expected from a player coming off the bench. It's fascinating to understand why he is on the team, as he stands out as an excellent finisher near the basket. It was truly gratifying to see him in action, scoring 13 points and grabbing 8 rebounds in just 19 minutes. This is the performance expected from a 10th or 11th player on the roster. It's also important to highlight that another player had some chances on the floor, although he didn't manage to make a shot, finishing 0 for 7 in 7 minutes, which is part of the game. A player who might not be well known had a quiet highlight, making 2 attempts. One particular player participated in the entire final period, contributing 10 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. This is what we wanted to see: playing time for the reserves while the starters were in action. One player played the most minutes with 26, while another played 20 minutes, and 2 others also played for 20 minutes, in addition to a player who played 18 minutes and another who stayed on for 22. This is exactly what is required, since we Know the team needs to win all the games to have the best chance of securing a good playoff position. Meanwhile, other extraordinary events occurred around the league, including one of the most insane games of the year, a team, which I'll discuss soon, and how this affects our standings, blew a huge lead, resulting in a memorable loss. They were outscored 40-13 in the final period, exactly what we needed. They blew a 24-point lead, and the opponent's victory was impressive. If you watched the previous video that mentioned the games to keep an eye on, you know we needed some losses, and two of them happened. One team beat another, and besides that, another team defeated a rival in third place. Although that spot is still in dispute, the team holds it for now, but as expected, lost to the opponent. One player was ejected from the game, and some fans were provoking him, which is interesting to observe, especially with the big revenge game approaching. We want that team to lose. They need to be defeated in 2 of their next 3 games. I'll soon explain the team's path to potentially reach third place, but most likely fourth. It was incredible to witness all of this unfold. Moreover, one team secured a win which could have benefited us. Expectations indicate that the Lakers could face a loss, as they need to lose 2 of their next 3 matchups soon. I'll explore the Warriors' journey toward possibly securing third place, although fourth place seems more likely. It's been intriguing to follow the recent developments in the NBA. The Grizzlies secured a win which could indicate that we would have benefited from a loss, especially against an Eastern Conference opponent that doesn't directly affect us. It's worth noting that if my memory serves me correctly, the Grizzlies have 3 wins and 3 losses since they changed head coaches. This reminds me of the highlight from yesterday, Denver's decision to fire the coach with only 3 games left in the season, while the team fights for fourth place. For Warriors fans, this coach is remembered as an assistant during the team's early championship years. He was part of the coaching staff for one of the early coaches, and was with the successor during at least one of the early wins, specifically in the 2014 and 2015 seasons. Before moving to Denver, he is a familiar figure to Warriors fans from about a decade ago. It's surprising to observe how events are unfolding, with reports suggesting a chaotic environment in Denver's locker room attributed to his intense coaching style. Apparently, only one player maintained a good relationship with him. The others were unhappy with the situation. This type of occurrence is rare, but as a Warriors fan, it's hard not to feel some satisfaction amidst the chaos of other teams. We've been seeing the consequences for the Grizzlies since the departure of their coach, who has tallied 3 wins and 3 losses since then. Meanwhile, the Nuggets have accumulated 4 straight losses. Unfortunately, they're not falling further behind, but who can predict what will happen next? It's really hard to anticipate. Now, let's look at today's schedule. There are important games, including the showdown between Los Angeles and Dallas, which will be decisive. I'm not confident that the Mavericks can overcome the Lakers in this revenge game, even with a key player returning at the moment. I believe the Lakers are favored by 3.5 points, which isn't a big difference, suggesting that the matchup is considered balanced. For Mavericks fans, tonight is also a moment to cheer for the Kings. It's challenging for us Warriors fans, but we need Denver to keep losing, and although it's difficult, especially considering the recent disappointing performance from the Rockets, we need to cheer for them against the Clippers. We need the Clippers to lose no matter what. So just to recap, we should cheer for Dallas, Sacramento, and Houston. These are the teams we want to succeed to improve our standings. I've done some analysis, and here are our best and worst case scenarios. After last night, we needed one team to beat another, the Warriors to win, and the Kings to defeat the Nuggets. This affects our standings. This is the best and worst scenario. So far we've managed to meet 2 of the 3 conditions of the best case scenario. Look, the Warriors still have a 12% chance of reaching third place if the Kings beat the Nuggets. A lot still needs to happen, and we don't have total control over it. The Lakers need to lose practically 2 of their next 3 games for us to enter the race. Many variables are in play, but what I want to highlight is that there is still a possibility I wouldn't want to see the Warriors face the Lakers in the first round, because as we know there are theories about refereeing in the league. We Warriors fans have noticed this with one player over the years. We know the circumstances tend to favor the Lakers, especially with a veteran player perhaps in his last run for a title, while another player stands out in the league above all seems to want the Lakers. The team's fans have shown discontent with a player for 15 years, and it's evident that the scale tends to tip slightly in favor of another team. We have a legendary player who is 40, probably in his last chance to win a title, and there are other notable figures in the race. The league would certainly like to see this team advance, so I really don't want them to show up in the early rounds. However, there's still many other possible outcomes. One of the more likely ones is that the team faces another